So welcome again, everyone. My name is Greg Jameson. I am super excited that you are here to join us in today's webinar on creating and selling AI-generated products for massive profits. I am recording this webinar. If for any reason you can't stay till the end, I strongly encourage you to watch the entire thing because there's some things I'm going to share with you at the end that could make a huge difference to your sales in 2024. Now, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat as I go along. I will not be able to see the chat all the time, but I guarantee that I will answer the questions. I've got a full section at the end where I make sure that I answer everybody's questions, but I'll try to answer them as we go along as well. I expect that we're going to be here for about an hour today. I'll stay as long as people have questions after that, but I've got a ton of content to share with you. Now, some of you, I know, some of you have been on previous webinars with me. Other ones, we haven't met yet. So let me just do a quick introduction of myself. As I said, my name's Greg Jameson. I have actually been in business since 1985. And from about 1985 to 1995, I was actually developing computer-aided design software. And during that time frame, I was actually utilizing the Lisp programming language to do some artificial intelligence work as well. So I've been doing artificial intelligence for a long time. I have been developing websites and working in the e-commerce space since 1995. As you can see on the slide, I have won multiple awards, including Colorado Small Business of the Year. I've been listed on the Inc. 500, been named International Developer of the Year. I've developed literally hundreds and hundreds of websites. I am the author of multiple #1 best-selling books. And as you can see there, I've been developing e-commerce applications since 2002. And today I'm focusing my efforts on AI and e-commerce. Now, in addition to all of those, I'm also the proud grandpa of my new granddaughter who was born on December 23rd. So just to let you know, little personal touch in there, but this is Amelia. Now, there's lots of people out there that claim to know a lot about AI. You know, when ChatGPT came out a little over a year ago, there were thousands of people all of a sudden calling themselves AI experts. But as you can see from this quote from my friend and colleague, Marty, he's telling you that I actually know what I'm talking about. This is a former student. And actually, I've got some of my students on the webinar today. I think that Marlene is on here. So welcome, Marlene. You can see that she's saying that I know what I'm talking about here as well. So just to let you know who I am. Now, 2023 was kind of the year when the public became aware of AI. ChatGPT was released on November 30th of 2022. And basically, then we had Christmas. And all of a sudden, in January of 2023, people were like, holy cow, I am really enthralled with this. And it just kind of escalated throughout 2023. But I'm going to tell you right now that that was really just the beginning. I want you to get ready for 2024. Now, some of you may have seen this video that I posted because I posted it on social media. But I want to give you just a quick look at this.
AI has been doing some serious sprinting these past years. In terms of advancements, we've seen major progress in natural language processing, computer vision, and deep learning algorithms. As for 2024, brace yourself for even more mind-blowing stuff. We're talking about AI becoming even smarter, with better understanding of context, improved.
Now, I'm not going to show you that whole thing because what I want to do is actually show you the app that created this. So I am going to do a new share. And actually, I'm going to stop the share for a second. And I'm going to go to that particular program. It's called WeHead. And what I want to do is actually demo this to you in real time. So let's share the screen again. There we go. So there is an online demo of this. Now, if you scroll through their site, you can see that this is actually an apparatus that you can buy and have it talk to you, but they have an online demo. And you give it your name. And who do I want to talk to? A salesperson is the only one that they have on the demo, but let's give this a shot.
Hi, Greg. Nice to meet you. How's it going? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for fun?
Hey, nice to meet you as well. I am actually in the middle of a demo right now. I'm doing a webinar showing people the advances in AI, and I wanted to show them a little bit about WeHead.
That's awesome, Greg. Sounds like you're really into AI. Great choice to showcase WeHead in your webinar. WeHead is the perfect way to demonstrate the next level of AI interaction. Have you had a chance to try out WeHead yourself?
I have. That's why I wanted to show it to the people on the webinar today.
That's fantastic, Greg. I'm sure they'll be intrigued by WeHead's unique features. It's always exciting to introduce something new and innovative to an audience. If you have any questions or need any information about WeHead, feel free to ask.
Okay, I'm going to actually stop that right now. And you can see that that is an interaction with, like I said, an apparatus where I'm using a voice command to interact with ChatGPT. Now, because I'm interacting with ChatGPT, I can actually utilize the new features that ChatGPT has, including the custom GPTs, which we'll be talking about some here in a moment. Now, ChatGPT actually has an app for your phone that you can use, and you can talk to it as well. So you don't necessarily have to have that apparatus just if you want to be able to interact verbally. So I've got one of my custom GPTs up here called role playing, and I'm just going to talk to this to do a little bit of role playing. Hey, I want you to act as Taylor Swift, AI Taylor Swift.
All right. I'm AI Taylor Swift now, ready to shake it off and brighten your day with some Swift style charm. So what's up? Are we writing a new song We're just here to chat about cats and glitter.
Hey, Taylor, can you write me a song about artificial intelligence?
Oh, absolutely. Here's a little AI-inspired tune, straight from the heart of your AI. Verse 1. In a world of ones and zeros, under digital skies, I found a rhythm in the code where the future lies. Learning from the stories, a melody so wise, in the heart of silicon, an AI dream arises. Artificial, but it's real. In a world that's turning digital, we're more than just some data or a binary code. We're the future unfolding, a new story told.
Okay, let's stop for that for now. All right. Had a comment here that the sound is very quiet. If that's true for anyone else and you're still experiencing low sound, you've got the sound on your computer turned up, let me know and I can switch out to a different microphone. Okay, I'm hearing that people can hear me fine, so let's jump back in to the presentation. And need to do a screen share again.
AI has been.
Okay, this is a very short video about Google Gemini. Now, Google Gemini it's been announced. They're saying that it's built into Google Bard right now, but it really doesn't give you the full impact of what it does. So this is just a short video clip to show you what Google Gemini is going to be capable of as it progresses here. It should be out in the next couple of months. But let's take a look at what Google is doing to try to compete with OpenAI.
Here we go. Tell me what you see. I see you placing a piece of paper on the table. I see a squiggly line. What about now? The contour lines are smooth and flowing, with no sharp angles or jagged edges. It looks like a bird to me. What if I add this? The bird is swimming in the water. It has a long neck and beak. It is a duck. Yes. A duck is a type of water. Ducks are closely related to geese and swans. The duck appears to be blue. This is not a common color for ducks. However, there are some breeds of blue ducks. These are typically not as common as other duck breeds. It is more common for ducks to be brown, black, or white. Are you sure? What the quack? I was just talking about a blue duck, and now you're holding one. It looks like blue ducks are more common than I thought. Would this float? I'm not sure what material it's made of, but it looks like it might be rubber or plastic. What if I tell you it's making a squeaking sound? Oh, if it's squeaking, it's definitely going to float. Thanks. It is a rubber duck. It is made of a material that is less dense than water. Can you teach me how to say this in a different language? And give me a few options.
Okay, so it goes on. You can see that there's a lot of multimodal interaction going on there with Gemini. So that's something that I think we're going to expect more out of here in 2024. Now, this slide really represents just how far we've come in 2023. Back at the beginning of 2023, I would have asked one of the AI image generators to show me an image of Joe Biden rappelling down the Empire State Building. And the image on the left is version 1 of Midjourney, which was roughly 1 year ago. The image on the right, I created just the other day using the exact same prompt of show me Joe Biden rappelling down the Empire State Building. Now, graphics are pretty easy see because they're visual. But the reality is that advances in text generation during this last year were just as great as what we see here with image generation. And what we're going to see in 2024 is absolutely going to blow you away. Now, you could also create a graphic out of this if you want. I mean, a comic out of this if you wanted to. These are things that we're capable of doing right now. But like I said, 2024, think of these images where you say, create me a full-length video of Joe Biden rappelling down the Empire State Building, and it would be able to create that video for you, and you would be able to control the script as to exactly what's going to happen in that video. That's the kind of advances that I think we're going to see during this coming year. Now, another thing that has actually just happened, it happened last evening, is that the GPT store is open and available to the public. It just opened up yesterday. I'm going to show you what this will look like. This is ChatGPT 4, and you can see that there's an option to explore GPTs. And when you go to this, it's now showing you a bunch of different GPTs that have been created. Some of these are by companies you might recognize, like here's one by Canva, here's one by WebPilot and so forth. So the bigger companies are kind of getting the mind share right up front. You can choose different categories and you can say, I want to see more. All of these, as long as you subscribe to GPT Plus, all of these are actually available for you to access. Now, there's actually thousands and thousands of these that have already been made. If you're not seeing what you want, you can search for them. And here's a little bit of a hint. If you want to see mine, just search for web stores. And it's going to show you all of the various plugins that Web Stores Limited has created, and you can get to those. Now, that's one way to do it. Another thing that you can do is you can go to webstoresltd.com/GPTs, and this is going to show you all of the custom GPTs that I've created. So you have access to all of these right now. If I jump back to the browser, I'm on that page, webstoresltd.com/GPTs, and these are the various GPTs that you can utilize. Some of them are actually kind of fun, and we're going to be using one of them in the demo today. Now, before we get going much further, I want to tell you what this webinar is not. And basically, this webinar is not about learning how to write prompts or how to download 2,000 or 5,000 prompts that somebody else has written. The reality is that if you need to have someone tell you how to ask questions, then this isn't the webinar for you. Instead, what this webinar is I'm going to show you how you can actually make products with AI and how you can sell them with the help of AI. This is actually the third in a series of free webinars that I've been doing. The first one back in December was all about how to create a story coloring book. Have AI generate the story for you, have AI create the coloring book images for you and put them all together into a coloring book. I actually gave this to my granddaughter for Christmas, and she absolutely loved it. But this is something that you can do as a way of creating a product. The second webinar that I did, that I was giving away here for free, was how to create WordPress plugins using AI. And you can then turn around and sell these plugins. Today, we're talking about creating all sorts of other products. They might be physical products like what you see here, the shoes and the dress, both of which were created with AI, or they might be other digital products. And I'm going to give you a glimpse of how we're doing that, and then how to use AI to market and sell them. So what we are going to cover in today's webinar is selling physical and digital products that were created with the help of AI. Now, the first question that always comes up is, can I copyright the products that I create using AI? And as you can see from the screen here, I'm not an attorney and I can't give you legal advice. But according to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, you cannot copyright anything that has been created by AI, whether that be a pair of shoes or whether it be a book. If you want to take a screen capture of this particular screen, feel free to do so. You can reference the document that they tell you what the legal stance on it is. Now, that's as it relates to copyright. That does not mean you cannot use the words or the images created with AI. In fact, that is regulated by the terms of service for each particular AI program that you're using. And most of them have said that if you create an image with our software or you create words with our software, that you are free to use them even for commercial purposes. The next question is am I going to make any money selling these products? And this is just the typical legal disclaimer here that I can't guarantee that you're going to make a single penny with it. On the other hand, I can tell you that both myself and my students have been making money utilizing what techniques I'm going to share with you today. And the third question is AI going to replace me? And there's a lot of people out there who believe that AI is going to replace millions of workers in the next few years. But you're here on this webinar today because you don't want to be one of them. And the fact is that the World Economic Forum has stated that 97 million new jobs are going to be created by 2025 due to AI. And it's going to generate an additional 15.7 trillion for the economy by 2030. So my goal is to see that you're part of that later group, and let's dig in and show you how this is done. So the first thing we're going to do is create a physical product using print-on-demand software. Now, the images that you see on the screen here, these are all things that were created by past students. They are real physical products that were generated utilizing the techniques that I'm going to share with you starting right now. So the first thing that we want to do is create some funny sayings and a corresponding graphic. Now, I talked to you a little bit about the custom GPT that I had. The link that you see up here is going to take you directly to the one that I'm using for creating t-shirts. So let's jump back to that, and it is this particular one. And I need a theme. If somebody wants to put in the chat what kind of a theme that you would like to see on a t-shirt, I'm going to have this generate a quote and a graphic based around that theme. So go ahead and put into the chat if you want something specific that we're going to use to create our t-shirt. All right, we got a couple of things here. All right, cruel dogs, I like that. So let's put that in here. The very first one's actually pretty good. So it's, what this does is it gives you a whole bunch of ideas. So it's not just gonna come back and say, here's the one I want you to use. It's gonna give you a bunch of choices so that you can actually pick and choose which one you want to use to create, in this case, a t-shirt. And personally, I think a lot of those are really funny, but I'm going to copy the first one. I like that. And we're just going to interact with it. And you tell it, okay, that's the one that I want to use. And what it's going to do then is it's actually going to create an image that you can utilize. Okay, now you'll notice that AI is not perfect when it comes to actually creating text. So what you may have to end up doing is going in and editing an image if it has text in there. And let's just go ahead and download this. And I'm going to put it into a folder called AI generated. And I'm going to create a new folder to put this in, which we'll just call webinar. Well, that's interesting that how it wants to save the image and it's not going where I told it. Images. I wasn't trying to create a shortcut. I was trying to save this. Okay. T-shirt idea. Now, once you have that downloaded, the fact is that this is not really high enough resolution to make a t-shirt out of. So you're going to need to upscale it. And there are several AI programs out there that will do this. One that I have found that works really well is called Nightmare AI. And what we can do is we can just upload the image. And we specify how much we want to upscale it by. Now, by default, the images that are generated are 1024 pixels wide. We probably want something that is about 5 times that big. So I'm just going to specify a number. You can actually utilize a slider. You can go up to 10 times the size, but let's just put in a 5 and we'll hit run. Now, like I said, you're probably going to want to edit the picture as well as upscaling it. There are a bunch of different ways, image editors that you can use out there. You can utilize any image editing program that you want to edit these images with. This just kind of shows you a before and after of what to expect, and then we'll download it. And we'll just go ahead and copy it right back over the top of the previous one. So we've now got that image. Like I said, you can use whatever image editing program you want. I am going to browse to, well, let's turn that off and start a new browse. I'm going to browse to that image. In this case, I'm utilizing PaintShop Pro. You can use Canva, Lunapic, all different kinds of online editing programs. Now, what you'll want to do, obviously, is fix the text. I'm not going to take the time in today's webinar to fix the text. The only thing that I really want to do is I want to make sure that this background color here is transparent. So I am going to set my background color and tell it to make that background color be the transparent color. And it's actually not 100%, so let's view that. We can see that we've still got some stuff going on up here, so let's do a fill. Make it bigger. There we go. Okay, so now it's got a transparent background, so we can put it on any color of shirt that we want. And we'll just save that. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is actually put this onto a print-on-demand product. There's lots of print-on-demand products or suppliers out there that you can use. I am going to show you just real quickly this on Printify. And you can see if I go to the catalog, men's clothing, t-shirts, there's actually lots of different print suppliers that are on here, and you can see that some of them have more colors than others. This one's got 121 colors. The prices start at $9.89. That looks like a good place to start. So I'm going to start designing. And I am going to upload something from my device, which is going to be the image that we just created. It adds that to our library. I can slide this up to the top. But you can see that it says that this is high resolution because I did upscale it. Yes, I'm aware that the text still is wrong. We would correct that if we were doing this for real. And then we can preview this. Well, actually, the colors, it's on a white background right now. I don't really like white t-shirts, so let's look at like a gold background and maybe an orange background. You can see what it does. Maybe a green background. And we'll give it a blue one too. So there's different options here, and then we can preview it. When we preview it, we can actually see what it looks like on a person. And if we're done, we can save the product. Now, when we get to the product description, again, I actually have a custom GPT that allows you to change all of this information. So if we go back to our GPTs and I specify e-commerce product description wizard, and it says to upload a photo and enter a product name. I'm actually going to do better than that. I'm going to I'm going to save this as an image, just so that we can enter it into that GPT. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to upload that image. Right. I put in the product name and the description from the supplier is, and I'm going to copy that into that as well. Now, this particular custom GPT, even if you don't have a description from the supplier and you just give it the name or just give it a product image and the name of the product, it will in fact generate a product description for you. So it gives me a description or for a short description, and it gives me a detailed description. And I can turn around and ask it for a updated product name as well. Let's go back to this and let's give it our own product name, and we'll just say best dad joke. Unisex short sleeve tee. We'll copy this description. And we'll paste it into our description. I don't need to have it say call to action, we'll just say that. And then we specify the price, and we can put in whatever price we want. Right now, it's got a profit margin of 40%. So the retail price is going to vary between basically $16.93 and $17.55. If this is what we want to make, we can say that we want to edit the price and we want our profit margin to either be a percentage or a dollar amount. But let's say that we want to have at least a 60% profit margin on this, on every one of these. So it automatically raises the price of these. And then I can hit publish. Now, in the AI Money Machine program, which I'm going to talk to you about here in just a minute, I'm going to show you how you can actually do all of these things specifically and what will happen with this. But it says it's unpublished. Okay, now it says it's publishing. So it takes a minute or two for it to publish. Now, when it does publish it, it's actually going into an online store that I've got called the AI Product Shop. This is a product shop that consists mostly of items that are from students out of previous classes. So you can see that there's a number of items on there. In fact, this particular shirt, this Web Stores Futurism shirt, I'm going to stop my share for just a moment, and I'm going to show you that shirt. This is it right here. It is actually a shirt that was created with AI that is based on my web stores site. This is another one created with AI. And when you join the AI Money Machine program, you're actually going to learn how to make those kinds of products. So let's jump back to sharing our screen. And still says it's publishing. It'll say published like this as soon as it's done. Now I'm going to jump into the back end of the AI Product Shop website. And we're going to look at the products. Okay, you can see that it actually says that it is published. So obviously happened just as I was switching here. Let's go ahead and view that product on the store. So here is that product exactly as we created it. The description that we put in there, the colors that we put in there, the images, if we want to look at the images, all of that's done for you automatically. And a really cool thing about print on demand is that you never have to actually have these products in stock. These print on demand companies, they will drop ship directly to your customers. This site is totally integrated with about 6 different print on demand suppliers, and every one of them will send it directly to your customer. And it is a fantastic way of making money online utilizing AI. So now the question is going to come up is, where do you want to sell the products that you make? Well, you can sell them in your own store. It can be either a Shopify site or a WooCommerce site. And you can also sell them in various marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, etc. This is just a quick graph to show you a little bit here about the distribution of where e-commerce is right now. WooCommerce has the greatest market share of any one of the platforms. Shopify is second. Everybody else is kind of piled into the green area here. When it comes to marketplaces, this is a stat that you really need to know, is that 40% of every dollar spent online is spent on Amazon, which means that you probably want to be selling your products on Amazon. These are the top US e-commerce marketplaces, and you can see that Amazon is ahead of everybody else by a long margin. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't sell on eBay or that you shouldn't sell on Etsy or Walmart. Those are really valuable places to sell as well. When you're creating these kind of print-on-demand products in particular, Etsy is a great place to be selling your products. So what are you going to sell? Are you going to sell t-shirts? Well, the simple fact is that t-shirts are not the best thing to sell online. And the reason is that the profit margins aren't very good and everybody has lots of t-shirts. So even though I showed you how to create a t-shirt, if you look at this graph of what is actually selling the most, home and kitchen is way up there on this study, and on Etsy, homewares and home furnishings again are at the top of the list. So when you go to one of these print-on-demand companies, look over, don't just look under men's clothing for t-shirts and so forth. Go over to the far right columns under accessories, home and living, and see what is there that you can sell that actually has higher profit margins. Things like blankets, pillow covers, rugs, seasonal decorations, all those things have much higher profit margins. So you want to sell items that have a bigger profit margin. Shoes might be a good example. This is actually a pair of shoes that I have designed with AI. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is books and other products. And speaking of books, a friend and colleague of mine, John Lawson, and I are collaborating on a book about AI commerce. Now, John and I actually met about 20 years ago when we were both speaking at an e-commerce merchant trade association event in Las Vegas. He's actually one of the few people that I know that's been in this business as long as I have. So this is kind of like when you make a deal on Shark Tank with getting two sharks for the price of one. And I want to just verify if John is on the webinar with us. John, you are here. Cool. If you want to say anything, John, go for it.
I just saying hi.
Cool.
Watching you. Hey, but turn on your screen. We're not seeing your screen.
You are not seeing.
Yeah, you turned off the screen and now we're watching. We're seeing you.
Okay.
But
But
why
you,
we do?
but you were
yeah,
seeing.
there now we see it.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is
too.
going to be a fun thing for us to do. So
like you said, it's two for the price of one for real. And it's just twice as much, understanding and experience, and literally 2 decades each of so much that has gone through the cycle of online commerce to where we are today. Because when it's all said and done, all of it's e-commerce.
absolutely.
So there's my words.
Great. Well, glad you joined us today, and looking forward to seeing you in the AI Money Machine program as well.
Awesome.
So one of the kind of books that you can create, as I mentioned at the beginning of this webinar, was coloring books. The AI Money Machine program, we're going to show you how to actually do that. Some of you may have seen the free webinar already. This will go deeper than that. Comic books, You can create comic books using AI. We're going to show you how to do that. Recipe books, pretty much any kind of book that you can imagine. And then when you're done, you can publish them on Kindle Direct Publishing on Amazon and have Amazon sell those for you. You're going to learn about how to create digital downloadable products as well. If you go to Etsy and search for digital download, you're going to see that there's a huge demand for these kinds of products. Some of them are things like wedding products. Other ones are just stickers and so forth. I've sold a number of different stickers and seamless patterns on Etsy, and it's been surprising to me that people want to buy those kinds of downloads, but they do. I mentioned earlier WordPress plugins. If you were here for the last webinar where I showed you how to make WordPress plugins, these are just some of the ones that I've made that are now for sale on my website. And it's actually a great boon if you aren't very good at coding or don't know how to code at all. You can create an idea, and like one of them that you see up here is an alt tag generator. I just told it to create a WordPress plugin for me that would generate alt tags for any image on the website that didn't already have one, based upon the name of the image. And it just blows through the whole website and does that. So that's a really cool thing. Another type of digital download is music. I'm going to show you just a portion of this video. This is actually just from last week when I was up in Aspen with my sons. But listen to the music. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick demo of the app that made this. It's called Suno.ai, and I would love it if you could put into the chat the type of song that you would like to see this program generate, and including what the song is about. You know, if you want a country song, if you want a rock song, if you want a rap song, whatever you want, and what it should be about. And Marlene, I do see your question. I will answer that question when we get to the Q&A section, because I know we're going to run out of time if I don't do that. Okay. Okay. We'll use your suggestion, Linda. Song about being anything you set your mind to, just visualize it. And let's go to our app, and we're going to create a song. And I'm just going to put in exactly the way that you did this, except I know it's mine. And since you didn't specify, I'm going to say, let's do a rap song. And let's see what it comes up with. Why rap? Just because. The fact is that you can see I've created some other ones here, pop and country songs and so forth. So then I can click on one of these and play it.
Step into my world, let me show you what I see. The power of the mind, with possibilities, no limit to the dream that you can achieve. Just close your eyes and believe. I visualize the finish line. I'm running till I'm breathless. No second guessing, I'm never settling for less. I'm reaching for the stop.
Okay, if you don't like that song, well, try the other one that it created.
Reaching for success. Every obstacle I face, I turn it to a test. You can be anything you set your mind to. Just visualize
I think that I was still on the same one.
and make it dream.
I don't know, they sound the same there. Did I pick? Which one did I pick before? Oh, this is the other one.
Listen up, I'm telling you a story. I feel with the pain and that's me. I grew up in the struggle, facing adversity. But I knew I had the fire, desire to achieve. I close my eyes and my mind take flight.
Okay, so that's Suno.ai, and you know, it's a really fun thing to play with. Okay, you can also create online courses and instruction videos. There are a number of programs out there that allow you to create these kind of videos. And this may actually be where I get to answer your question right now, Marlene, about turning your comic strips into a cartoon. Utilizing these programs like AI Studio, Synthesia, or DID, you might be able to do that to really create a cool cartoon out of it. I think we're going to see that possibility within the next 6 to 9 months, where we'll kind of do it for you. Right now, you would have to utilize one of these kind of programs to create it. But let's actually take a look at this particular video, and I won't play the whole thing, but you can see enough of it to see the type of video that you could create to go along with your online course.
Welcome to this quick introduction to digital marketing. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the basics of this field and how it helps businesses grow.
By the way, this is not a real person saying this. This is an AI created person that is talking to us.
Let's dive right in. What exactly is digital marketing? It's the promotion of products or services using digital technologies, primarily on the internet, but also including smartphones, social media, and other digital channels. With the rapid growth of the internet, digital marketing has become essential for businesses to stay competitive. It allows you to reach a global audience, cost-effectively target specific demographics, and easily track your marketing efforts' success. Let's take a look at the components of digital marketing. First up is search engine optimization, or SEO. It helps improve the visibility of your website in search engine results, driving organic traffic to your site. By optimizing your website's content structure and keywords, you can improve your search ranking and attract more visitors. Next is pay-per-click advertising, or PP.
Okay, so you can see that this could actually be a really interesting way of creating an online course, especially if you're camera shy at all. Get a digital assistant to utilize to basically read the script that you had AI generate or help you generate.
PPC.
So the next thing is, how about selling your own custom AI? There's a lot of people out there that have created their own AI programs already. This is Launchy by Jeff Walker, Goody by my friend Armand Morin, Clarity Scribe, but you could create your own. And now I know Marty is on the webinar with us. This is one that I created for his group of Speakers Speak Live. And this is something that if you want to do for your business, for your industry, or whatever, and you don't know how to do any programming, and you aren't even interested in joining the AI money machine, but you're just saying, you know, it'd be really cool to have a custom AI specifically that I could sell to car mechanics, if you're a car mechanic, contact me, and let's, figure out how we can make a custom AI that you could then sell into, your own industry, or even if it's just for your clients. Another thing that we're going to cover is advertising. These are all ads that are created by AI in multiple different sizes. We also are going to talk about how to create PowerPoints with AI, how to customize and personalize your website with AI, so that if somebody's logged into your website, for example, or they have come to you from social media, you'll know that information and you can tailor what's going on your website with AI to interact with that person based upon what you know about them. So with that, I want to say, ChatGPT is just over a year old, and frankly, we're all still beginners at this. So if you have questions, put them in the Q&A or put them in the chat, and I will try to get to them. I do have a question for you, which you can also put in the chat or Q&A, and that is, what's the most interesting thing that you learned today? So put that in the chat as well. Question about, can we see the replays of the first two webinars that I did in this series? And yes, I will give you the links to those in a follow-up email, as well as the one from today. All right. Linda liked writing the song. That's cool. I think that's really, really sweet too. My son's actually the one that put together that skiing video, and I showed him how to do that, and he was like, "Oh, this is just too cool," because it put our names into the song and what we were actually doing at different things. So, so that was awesome. Question about, do I need my own shopping cart website to sell AI generated products? The answer is no. You can actually sell your product on Etsy or Amazon or eBay. If you're selling an online course, you can sell it on Udemy or Skillshare, any of those kinds of things. Question about being a service provider as opposed to selling products. The AI Money Machine program that all of these things have been leading up to is all about creating and selling products. But even if you're a service provider, the reality is that there's lots of products that you could be selling, especially digital products, books, courses, and so forth. So if you are not sure about that, let's schedule a time to talk and see if it makes sense for you or not. Can all this be used in countries other than the US? Absolutely. In the last course, I had someone from Norway. In the course before that, I had someone from Germany and someone from Ecuador, and they are all successfully selling products utilizing the exact same techniques. Okay, I think that I've got those answered, so let me go on. Tell you just a little bit about the AI Money Machine. The next class is actually going to start 1 week from today at this exact time at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, next Thursday. And I can guarantee you that at the end of the program, you will have created products that are actually making you money. And the reason I can guarantee you this is because I've run this course several times in the past, and every one of my students has been successful at creating AI generated products. The program is actually 6 weeks of live training. We start On the 18th, we go every Thursday for 6 weeks. This is what this course actually looks like. I'm actually gonna go over here and go live with this. And here is the program. So if you go to the curriculum, you can see that there are different modules associated with this. There's actually over 10 hours of pre-recorded material. So in addition to the replays, you have access to all of the pre-recorded information. So let's say that you want to know how to create funny sayings for print-on-demand stuff with AI. You can go there. This is like a 6-minute video, and you can watch just that one recording. So you get that as part of the program. You get access to the Oliver algorithm AI program. So if I go over here, you also see that it says you can download the playbook there, but it's got, you know, hey, I want to create product titles. I want long descriptions, short descriptions, whatever. You get access to that feature. Week 1 is all about understanding AI and the positive impacts that it can have. We talk about implementing chatbots onto your own website. Week 2 is all about creating physical products, doing image generation. Week 3 is taking those images that we've generated and putting them onto print-on-demand products. Week 4 is all about creating all different kinds of books. Week 5 is about creating digital products. And week 6 is all about marketing and sales. Now, in addition to that, there is a bonus session on week 7. So the program's actually 7 weeks long. You get this bonus session. And this is actually proven to be one of the most valuable parts of the previous courses. So you can see here what some other people have said about going through this course.
The AI money machine program is a true eye-opener. One of the things that I've really enjoyed is that you make technology very accessible. And what has been really amazing is the amount of fun that I've been having doing. To be able to have one of my paintings and my designs to actually be wearing it. Very good. This is my dress.
Okay, so I'm not gonna show you everybody's testimonial and everybody's videos, but you can see that lots of really happy students from the past.
My name is.
Interestingly, I found this course recently that is kind of a competing course, except that it's one of these that is like what I was saying at the beginning, that it's, you know, teaching you how to write prompts and how to do this. And it is marketed at $1,875. They're selling it for $1,595. And it's a total of 4 lessons. That's what you get out of this thing. You're going to get so much more if you sign up for the AI Money Machine. This is some of the actual values that it's worth. And you can see I haven't overinflated things. Like you're going to get a t-shirt, you're going to get a couple of books, and I valued that at $50. That's the actual price. One-on-one time with me, $250. I didn't inflate this and say, oh, I charge $2,000 an hour type thing. These are actual prices. The total value of this program is about $11,000. But the actual cost is not $11,000. I could easily charge $5,000. It's not that. The actual cost of the program is $14.97, but right now, you can enroll in this for $9.97. If you just use the coupon code Greg Jameson, you're gonna save $500 when you register for the program. So today it's only $9.97, and I'm gonna feature you in the AI product shop and help you create your first product. We talked a little bit about that. Are you wondering if this is worth your time and if you're gonna make your investment back if you sign up for $997? Well, let me ask you some questions. What if you sell a single product for $100 each day? Now, I'm going to show you how to do 10 times that amount, but we're going to use a low number. Well, your cost to produce the $100 item is, say, $25. So you're netting $75, which means in 2 weeks, you will have paid for the course. Everything after that is pure profit. So would that be worth it? And what if you actually did sell 10 times that? What if you sold $1,000 a day? So here's everything you're going to get when you register. You're going to get 6 weeks of live instruction. You're going to get the bonus week. You're going to get an hour of one-on-one time with me. You are going to get a 200-page printed playbook. This is printed out. It's step-by-step instructions of everything that we talk about in the courses. You're going to get 2 free development sites. So even if you don't have a website right now, I'm going to give you a Shopify development site and a WooCommerce development site so that you can experiment on these things as we go along. If at the end of the program you say, you know what, I've really decided that I want to keep the Shopify site, or I really want to keep the WooCommerce site, you can do that. You can convert that into a live site and go with it. The other thing is that you actually have a whole year to decide if you want to do that or not. You know, if you just go out and say, hey, I want to create a free Shopify site, they give you 2 weeks to make that decision. I'm giving you an entire year to play with those sites and work with it. You're going to get exclusive access to our proprietary AI that I've written. You're going to get a real physical t-shirt that says artificial intelligence because programming humans is too hard. You're going to get digital copies of a couple of books that I've written with the help of AI, called Written by a Robot and Automated Authenticity. You're going to get all the pre-recorded lessons, of which there's over 10 hours worth of that. And at the end, you're going to get a certificate of completion. So if you're still not sure if this is right for you or not, then just schedule a call with me and let's discuss your situation. Let's see if it is right. And if it's not, that's fine. If it is, then we can get you registered. This is the link to my calendar. It's just calend.ly/Greg Jameson. Sign up for our time. Let's talk. As I said, this is a risk-free guarantee. If you attend all the classes, both the live class and a one-on-one, and you do all the homework, and you're still unable to create a product and list that product for sale, I'm going to return your entire investment. I have not had that happen yet. Everyone so far has been able to do this. And because you stayed till the very end, you're going to save $500 by using the coupon code Greg Jameson. The place to go to sign up is theaimoney.com. So I'll leave that slide up for just a minute. You can do a screen capture of it if you like, or just make a note of theaimoney.com and go there. Let's get signed up. We'll get going next week and really dive into all of the things that we talked about today and really make this happen for you so that 2024 is going to be the best year that you've ever had, because you are creating all kinds of new products that you're going to be able to sell. And once they're up on your website, just kind of let it happen with the help of AI without you having to continue to invest all of your hours for dollars. So I'm going to look back here at Q&A. I think I have answered those. So I'm gonna stop the screen share and basically open this up to any further questions that people might have. And like I said, I'll be happy to stick around here basically for as long as it takes to get your questions answered. Question, will we get the $500 off if we wait till you talk to me? And the answer is that coupon code, Greg Jameson, you're here on this webinar. That coupon code will work up until the day that registration closes. So the answer is yes. Okay, so I did promise that because you're on this webinar, even if you didn't attend the first two webinars, that I'll get you those replays. So between today's webinar and those two replays, you're probably already feeling like your head is exploding. And totally understandable. One of the reasons why I think it's a really good idea when you sign up for the AI Money Machine is that we'll be able to go through all of these kinds of things in more detail. And like I said, I'm going to work with you one-on-one to make it happen. You know what I should do? Let me see if I can find it real quickly. I'm going to don't remember exactly where this was, but trying to find the website of the student from Norway last time that what her site looked like, and I don't remember what she called it, so I'm not going to share that with you, but I will share this one with you, which is from another student that she calls Everything Maroon. And these are things that she created. She obviously is using fairly simple designs on some of this stuff. But like she's got a throw blanket here that she created with things. The whole idea, she's reselling some items too from Texas A&M. Their colors are, their primary color is maroon, so she licensed some stuff from people on that. But you can see that some of these are just simple designs, but she does have a full site up there, which she did not have prior to participating in the AI Money Machine. So I'm not seeing any further questions. Again, if you have anything else that you want to follow up with me on, just go to calendar.ly/Greg Jameson, schedule a time. We can talk about it. If you're ready to roll, then go to theaimoney.com and sign up, and we'll see you next week when we get the program rolling. Have a great day, everybody.